Alright, thank y'all for tuning in to 4722 Dominique. Today I'm making some slamming falling off the bone barbecue chicken. First you're gonna take your salt. You can use any kind of salt. I'm using great value salt from Walmart, and you're just gonna take your time and make sure you season the chicken really good. Now I'm gonna take a pepper. Oh God, I can't get it out. Sorry y'all. Now I'm gonna take some pepper, and you want to put a generous amount of pepper on your chicken. That brings out the flavor of the barbecue sauce for some reason. I don't know why. I can't explain it, but it do. Alright, now as you use your seasonings, like I got right over here, as you use your seasonings, you put them off to the side because you want to follow that same order. Let them see how I'm doing it, Pooh. You want to follow the same order, so I put that to the side. Now I'm going to take some sage. It gives it a good flavor. Kind of like that when you cook turkey for Thanksgiving. No, you don't want your chicken tasting like turkey, but it gives it that kick. I can't explain the taste, but you have to try it and see. So I put the sage on it. Then I take a little bit of the onion powder, and I put a generous amount of onion powder. And that sage kind of gives it a, not a garlicky, but kind of like a lemon pepperish taste. It's really good. I can't explain it, but it's really good. And this is the garlic and herb by Mrs. Dash. As you can see, I'm about out of that because I use that a lot when I'm baking chicken. You want to do a good bit of that. You want to take some minced garlic, great value. Now if you want to use McCormick or whatever your choosing is fine. The great value work just as good. Then you're going to take some garlic powder and kind of sprinkle it over there, and I take the onion powder again and go over that again. Now you're gonna follow that same order. That's why I leave everything in order. You're gonna flip your chicken over and do the same thing. My hands are clean. I washed them before, and I have some chicken broth in the bottom of this the bottom of the pan. You're gonna put any kind of chicken broth that you're choosing in there. Take your salt again, and you're going to season it good. And you have to make sure you turn your chicken over on the sides as well, because you want to make sure every piece of that meat is seasoned really good. You want to get every bite with some bursting flavor in it. And you're just going to keep seasoning it. Turn it over. And if y'all hear the TV in the background, we are looking at the inauguration. I'm listening to it. Just history in the making. I just love it. Thank the Lord for it. And my kids are well and alive to be able to see it and understand it. Okay, now you're going to do what I told you before. Take a generous amount of pepper. Make sure you turn your chicken over on the sides, because you want to make sure that you season every piece of that meat. And I'm going to massage all this seasoning in the meat when I get finished applying all my seasonings. Alright, you want to take a little bit more of that sage. That's the secret weapon, the sage, y'all. I'm telling you. Even if you don't put the barbecue sauce and you just leave that sage on there and just use it for your baked chicken, slam it every time. You want to put a generous amount of that onion powder on there as well. Alright, take your garlic and herb, Mrs. Dash, again, and apply that. Now, I'm making some turnips with this, not the fresh turnips, but the canned turnips. I'm not cleaning those turnips today, and usually I do my collards. Okay, that's the minced garlic, and I might take a piece of ham hock or smoked turkey wing and put in those collards after we cut them up. I like those fresh out the field. My uncle usually picks collards and bring me some. But anyway, now you're gonna take this chicken and you're just gonna massage that. See all those seasonings into that meat, and usually I let it sit overnight, but because I wanted you to see what I was doing, I'm seasoning it, you know, right now. But overnight it has time to marinate. And what you want to do is take this skin like that and pull that skin down so you can get all that good seasonings inside of that chicken meat, just like that. pull the skin down. Make sure, because you want it really good. That's why it's so important to let your chicken sit overnight with your seasonings on it. Anything you cooking that you can marinate, always marinate it. Take the time to let it sit. Your family will appreciate that. Oh, Beyonce is on the inauguration. That's good. Okay. Alright. Now you're just going to have that like that, and everything is good and massaged. Alright. Now that it's soaked in, I'm going to go to the sink. You always want to have you some good soapy water. I'm sorry, a good piece of soap somewhere. Bless me, sorry y'all. And I turn my head. As you can see, I'm washing my hands because I want the water, you know, get all that poultry from under my nails and all that good stuff. Alright, let me dry my hands, and I'm going to cover that with another piece of aluminum foil. And this is the Hunts that I use right here. Barbecue sauce. Or you can use whatever barbecue sauce you want to use. That's just what I happen to have. I usually use the other kind. I can't think of the name of it right now. But anyway, you're going to put this on as tight as you can get it. You don't want no air coming out of it, because you want all them seasonings to marinate down in there really good, and cook it on 350 for about 2 hours until it's falling off the bone. And I'm going to also show you the results when it all gets good and done, and how it's going to look. And I let my barbecue, after it's cooked 2 hours, put the barbecue sauce on it without the top on it for the last 15 minutes. I do 2 hours because I like it to cook real long. It's not overdone. It's really moist. And you can turn it down to 225 if you want to cook it at 2 hours too. So now I'm going to put that here in the oven and set my timer for 2 hours. And then over here, walk over here, my kids, so you can see. I got my greens in the pot. I hadn't turned them on yet. I got to pre-season them with just salt and pepper. Some meat grease gonna go in that, and then I'm gonna use the cheddar broccoli, the rice size. I got this from the Dollar General store for my meal. So I'm gonna come back on here so y'all can see how everything is put together. A simple, quick meal. Thanks for tuning in to 4722 Dominique, and I'll be right back. All right.
Cut the very end off because it took me a second to cut it off.
All right, y'all. These the greens cooking. I pour my little meat grease in there. This is the broccoli rice that was in that little bag. Hang on, left, I'm right-handed. Alright, I'll be back with that barbecue chicken. Alright, y'all, I just took this barbecue, well, not barbecue yet, but this is the baked chicken look. Before you put the barbecue sauce on, that looks so good. It looks so good. And it's so moist and it's so tender. So if you can see on the opposite sides, like that piece right, this piece right here and that piece right there is dark brown. That's how you want it to be. It has created its own little roux. So you just take your barbecue sauce and you're gonna just smother that in sauce. I usually use the Kraft. I think it's the hickory smoked barbecue, but I had the Hunts to work with today, and that's just as good. And that chicken broth is going, I mean, it's just, oh, I can't even explain it, but it's so good. It's better than having the water in the bottom of the pan. Sometimes if you tighten your pan up, as far as putting your foil on top tight enough, it creates its own little juices, but that chicken broth just give it an extra oomph. So what I'm doing now is just kind of turning these over a little bit, and I'm going to put them back in the oven and let that barbecue just get stuck on it and marinate real good. And I'm gonna come back and let y'all see the finished results with the whole meal going on with the broccoli and the cheddar and broccoli rice and the greens. And I told y'all I did not have fresh greens today or frozen greens. I used the canned greens. Some of y'all might frown on that, whatever. You can season them, they'll be just as good. Not just as good as the fresh stuff, but a quick little meal, you know, something just quick and easy and kind of tasty. It'll do on days like that. Oh, look at that. That just is, I mean, scrumptious for real. Alright, and I'll be back in a few moments. Well, not a few moments. In YouTube world anyway. By the time I come back on here, everything will be done, and I'll come back and let y'all see the finished product of this, which is not too much longer. It got to go back in for another, it's been on for 2 hours, another 35 minutes without the top on it, or 15 minutes without the top on it, so the barbecue sauce can stick. Alright, I'll be right back. Alright, y'all, this is the final results. This is my greens over here. Alright, they good and done smoking. And this is the chicken. This was my primary focus for the day for y'all. Look at that chicken. It is delicious. It's just gorgeous. Make sure when you get ready to serve it to your family that it is good and shining and wet looking. So just reglaze the top like I'm doing with some of these juices and all of that. You don't want it dry. Just go ahead and reglaze the top. And that's the rice back there. Just something simple. I don't think I'm going to do no biscuits or nothing like that. But I do appreciate y'all taking the time to stay with me during this video. Again, this is my falling off the bone barbecue chicken, marinated in that chicken broth on the bottom of the pan. I put it on broth for the last 10 minutes to get that little burn on it. So anyway, this is the whole meal, and I hope y'all enjoy, and I hope you guys try this, and let me know. Leave your comments, suggestions, you know, let me know in the box below what y'all thinking about this good slamming country southern barbecue chicken. Y'all be blessed, and I'm getting ready to go dig in. Have a good day. Bye.